Hi everyone, welcome back to Farmers. I'm Patricia, your trusted farmerpreneur. And in this video, I want to share 3 ways I think the 90-day ban by Donald Trump is a good thing. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so number one is on the macroeconomic level. Let's take it continentally. Continents like Africa need to take opportunity here. Okay. Organizations like the African Union need to arise. Every now and then, something happens in the world to shake things up. But you know, a good shaking is necessary when people are complacent and stagnant and dormant. Okay. In my personal opinion, okay, I think that Africa could move quicker and could do more with the ton of resources they have. Okay. But I think Africa is also a little complacent in how they approach their own self development. You know, there's an over reliance on foreign aid and looking outwardly to be saved and for people to come and help the continent. That's not cute. It's 2025. At what point do we wake up and say, we can do this on our own? We can be sovereign, we can be autonomous, we could be self sufficient, and we should do it quickly. So it's a good thing that Trump has ordered this pause because suddenly people are shaken, suddenly people are worried. A lot of salaries, especially in South Africa, there's about 15,000 public health workers from NGOs and various programs that are shaken in their boots, that have been told to stop coming to work. Somebody called me yesterday to say, people that are entering the ADR cases have been told to stay home. People have been put on this pause and nobody really knows what's happening. Some clinics and some programs have received letters, some haven't. I think Minister Motsoaledi said that there hasn't been an official letter that came to Treasury, which is where all these funding programs bring the money into. So from their side, they still don't really know what's going on, but it's rumors and it's like specific programs have heard different things. It's caused a big stir. And unfortunately, there's always going to be collaterals. If you're one of those people who have been told to stay at home, I really hope and pray you have an emergency fund, you have a backup plan, you have side businesses or side hustles to help you keep going. But this is exactly why we tell people to focus on the safety nets, to focus on their emergency funds, 6 to 12 months worth of expenses saved up somewhere before you start enjoying your salary and life and everything else. I used to work for 2 of these NGOs, Right to Care and Inova Health, and I know what it's like. I was on a contract and I was always on my tippy toe. You know, at any minute it could have been ended. Some people have longer contracts, but still, there was a guy I used to work with. He had like a Range Rover. He was buying stuff. He was living it up. And I kept looking at him like, you can be out of here in the next few months. Like, I hope you have means to afford this lifestyle. Like, and that's the thing with people. The minute you get a cool job, you immediately going into spending and consuming and all this kind of stuff. You forget that a rainy day is coming, a shaking day is coming where you will need your safety net. So please, I implore everybody, fix your finances, look at your safety nets, your emergency funds, and put off your fun and instant gratification until after you've established these financial fundamentals. Okay, so number 2, let's take it down now to nationally, nationwide. countries need to rev up their own healthcare systems. I mean, our governments are so selfish. You have ministers, presidents that are multi-billionaires in hiding. They siphon the country's money. They go live in Switzerland and anywhere else in Europe. They don't fix their country. They get medical treatments abroad. Their own hospitals and facilities are devastated and they don't care. And as a result, the rest of the country suffers. So you can't blame a foreign aid for something your own government should have done. So people need to be mad not at Donald Trump, but at their own governments. Be mad at your own presidents and parliaments and ministers and governments that are not doing what they should, okay? And again, when you can't rely on anyone else, you can only do what you can do. So it comes back to your own individual way of living. Your own financial freedom can only come if you take charge of your own life. Don't count on foreign aids. Don't count on your governments. Don't count on all these other fluffy things, but count on your discipline with your money, okay? So that was my third point. It's a good thing that President Trump has ordained this pause because it's going to rattle people's individual finances and then they can take action, hopefully, because some people will never take action till they die. But for those that at least need a little push, this is the little push, hopefully, to get us to the safer side of financial well-being. It's an opportunity. There's always a silver lining. If you are a business owner, if you're a consultant, if you have any healthcare related business, you will find a lot more opportunities now. You know, when external doors are shut, internal capacity has to be built. So this is the perfect time to start a consultancy, start a capacitation business, start, whatever need you find in your individual communities, service that, make yourself known. We at Farmers have Farmers Academy and we do a lot of training there. We also consult and do projects for clients. There's been an increase in demand for pharmacovigilance. And so we also are going to jump on the opportunity to increasingly market ourselves, to increasingly build capacity, to be ready and on standby for projects to come in. Because we know if they're not going to look outwardly, they're going to look internally. So we might become those who train others, or we might be the ones that projects come to directly. Position yourself, okay? That's my third and final point, is to use every negative situation, find the silver lining, and find the opportunity in there. Remember, you can only find grace to accept the things that you cannot control, and you can change and act on the things that you can control. So I really hope this video kind of gives hope to somebody. If you're one of the 15,000 people to potentially have a salary freeze and have an uncertain career future for the next few months, please, please, please go back and watch some of our previous videos. Find a side hustle. Find ways to do your emergency funds when you can, or those that are still working, do it, because you also don't know when another rainy day is coming. Let's really use this crisis as fuel into financial safety, into financial freedom, and into taking charge of what we can control and not being too rattled by what we cannot control. That's all from me, guys. I hope this video was somewhat insightful. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And until the next one, stay farming.